I'm Anamika Yaduvanshi. I'm a motivational trainer and a life coach. I help people work on their professional as well as personal goals. I help them build a warrior mindset. You need motivation to achieve what you dream to achieve, and motivation is perishable. It dies if you do not renew it. So, to keep your motivation levels high, I've got this beautiful video for you. In this video, I will be in conversation with Aditi Balbir. Aditi Balbir is founder of V Resorts and Weekends. She's also an angel investor. In this video, she's going to be telling us about what inspires her, what motivated her to become what she has become today. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this conversation on the Anamika Yaduvanshi show. Okay, Aditi, welcome to the show and thank you so much for finding out time for this.
Thank you, Anamika. Lovely to be here.
Welcome. So, Aditi, I have a lot of questions for you. I'm very excited because you are associated with travel industry, one of my favorite topics. So, I'm really excited for this one. Okay, Aditi. So, my first question to you is, people save for marriage, education, and travel. So, why is travel so important in our lives?
I know it's a good question, and it's definitely a good thing for me that it is now. So, I think travel, in fact, I don't think people save for it anymore now, because people look at whatever their budget is these days and they just want to get out. I think the pressures of being in a city is really getting to people. And I think that as they see, a long weekend, or now, especially now because of work from home, people, why should I stay in Delhi? Why should I, look at this pollution, this terrible weather that's happening? Why don't I just run away to the hills or somewhere pretty where I can chill and I can also work? So staycations and is a big trend these days. And apart from that, even when we are looking at a pre-COVID time, even then, I think the pressures of work, as I was saying, of living in a city really gets to us. And we always look at going back to nature, connecting, at a deeper level. I mean, look at your family right now, right? We hardly spend any time together. We don't have those rules where, everybody has to eat together and be together. वो वाले rules तो होता ही नहीं हमारे घरों में, right? So I think travel is the only time when you will be together and you can savor that time. You can slow the pace of your life. And the best thing about it is that you get to see how others live, and you go to these small offbeat places, you see the villages, we have all these amazing perceptions that are broken when we go. Those locals are such wonderful people. Connecting with them, makes us feel even better. So it's all about mental wellness these days for me. It's all about taking a break from your routine, really really detoxing and recharging your batteries. And also, if nothing like this, and you still need a break, you can still go out and work from wherever you are, because it's a new way of life. Right.
Yeah, that's right. I think travel and mental health, they're really connected. Some people travel, they want to take break from work. Some people travel to connect to others, to connect to nature, and to connect to their own family members, like you just said. So I think this is a beautiful way. You just put it so correctly that everybody has different reasons to travel, and it definitely rejuvenates them and gives them a lot to come back with.
And see, we have so many options now, right? So like you were saying, that you may not really need to save. Whatever your budget, you can find something. Pehle hota tha, acha, let me save because I want to take that Europe trip in the year, right? But ab to ye hota hai ki, acha, you know what, maybe I can't afford a Taj this weekend, but doesn't matter. I'll go to a smaller boutique resort. How does it matter?
Right.
Or I'll go to I'll stay in a tent. I'll go to an offbeat place. I mean, there's so many options. So I think that also does towards.
So you are saying that people are compromising on their budget. Travel is a must, come what may.
Thank God for the millennials. They've brought up.
So this is amazing. That's nice. Thank you for that insight. So tell me, Aditi, since you've received a United Nations Tourism Award for Sustainable Tourism,
Right.
so what does this sustainable tourism exactly means?
Okay. So, I tell you, like all the things that I just said right now, okay, the
Right.
need to detox from your life, the need to take
Mhm,
a break, all
mhm,
these things are important. But
mhm,
now, what are we really running away from? We're running away from bad quality of weather, air. We're running away from, vegetables filled with adulterated
chemicals,
chemicals
toxins.
and materials. We're
Mhm,
running away from so much usage of plastic, so much garbage, that when we just go out on our streets, see, we may keep the cleanest homes, but we just move out. There's so much
yeah,
of filth on the roads. We are running away from all this, right?
true,
Now,
true.
if I go to a say a large a large tourism hotspot, okay, I'll still
Mhm,
find all these things. I'll still find the
mhm,
people, still find the rush. I'll still
yeah.
find the dirtiness. I'll find all these things, right?
Mhm,
So
mhm,
actually, what are people wanting these days? People are
mhm,
wanting what we call as sustainable stays. What does that
mhm,
mean? That when I
mhm,
go to a place, I am sure that the air here is fresh. I am sure
mhm,
that the vegetables are fresh. They have not been brought from some,
mhm,
bड़ी दूर से आ रहे हैं. That's not like the case.
mhm, mhm,
It
mhm,
is just that maybe some farmer in the next, in the next plot of land is making something or is growing something, and he's giving it to you to serve your
mhm,
customers.
mhm,
Um, we are sure that there will be no pollution here, because again,
mhm.
if we step into think about Nainital, if we go into the lake, we know it's not dirty hai, itna polluted,
Yeah, yeah.
वैसी अच्छी
Mhm,
feeling नहीं आती, because आप तो
mhm,
you're coming from a polluted place, so you
mhm,
want cleanliness everywhere. You want to
mhm,
see those big trees. Again, think
mhm,
of एक time था मनाली में आप land करते थे
mhm.
and used to see all these trees which were cut. That
Yeah.
doesn't give you a good feeling anymore, right?
Mhm,
So when
right.
you go to a place and you see that yes, the biodiversity is preserved here, I can
Mhm,
actually hear the chirping of the birds. I can see
mhm,
spot hundreds of different species of animals which I haven't even thought of before.
mhm,
That's the thing that people are wanting. And this is
mhm,
just one part of it, the clean environment that I'm talking to you about. So this is
mhm,
one part of it. The second part of sustainable tourism, like I just said, you want to connect. Now, how do you
mhm,
create that connect? When you
mhm,
go into the interiors of the country and you see that, look at this place, ye to bahut sundar jagah hai. The
mhm,
people have really beautiful homes. They have
mhm,
olden structures. Their structures are more beautiful than any concrete structure that you have in your own place. When you see
mhm,
the way they live, how well they cook, how well they're already hospitable. Nobody needed to teach them hospitality. When you see
mhm,
all these things, now then you connect at the grassroots level, and then you actually get that feeling, no, my country is so beautiful. And I didn't
mhm.
even, I figured that, I'm coming from the coolest place, Delhi, Bombay,
Yeah,
Bangalore,
Delhi,
whatever,
Mumbai,
right?
and all. Yeah, I
But
know.
I came here and I found this village is so beautiful. People are so proud of what they own here.
Mhm,
People are
mhm.
so happy with their lives. They are, I mean, do we get a chance to just lie on our cot and breathe the day away?
Yeah.
Never. There's no
Mhm,
chance. Even when you're at
mhm,
home, 20 people will come to you with 20 questions, right?
mhm,
So when you
mhm,
see all this is the other part of it, the local connect that people are really craving. And this connect, then they go back and they try to, form it up in their own homes as well.
mhm,
So basically, this is the second part of sustainable tourism, the
mhm.
local connect. So the first part is the clean environment, and
Clean
the second part
environment,
is the local connect.
local connect. Yeah.
Basically,
Mhm.
yeah. So it's just basically this that people are looking for these days.
So, are you saying sustainable tourism is actual travel to pure nature, to a place which is not crowded, not polluted, and
Yes,
actually different from a surrounding where you're staying at
yes,
present?
yes.
And also connecting with the locals over
Yeah,
there, their lifestyle.
yes,
So
yes.
that is sustainable
That
tourism.
is sustainable tourism. Yes.
Wow,
When
the word is so fancy, Aditi, and the meaning is so
so
simple.
simple. It's so simple, but it's
Yeah.
basically up to the hotelier, right? Because a lot of the onus is on the hotelier to provide you that experience, to
Right.
talk to the locals, to get them to be part of their experience of the hotel, to ensure
Mhm.
that you are preserving the biodiversity, that when you made your hotel, you didn't cut the trees around you, that you took care of
Mhm.
nature when you were building. So a lot of the onus is on the hotelier. For the customer, it's very simple. For the
Mhm.
hotelier, it's a little more complicated. That's how it is.
Okay, so this is wonderful. So tell me, Aditi, like suppose if I want to go to Jaipur,
I
Yeah.
want to see some Rajasthani folk stuff and everything. So is that a sustainable travel or not?
It depends upon where you stay. If you
Where I
choose,
stay.
yeah, so if you choose an eco hotel, which is taking care of, see, the local community connect is pretty strong in Rajasthan anyway, right?
Mhm.
But even then, if you look at the hotel and you find that the people who are working here have come from an IHM in Aurangabad or something like that, then it's not sustainable. It is sustainable only if those people who live in Jaipur come and work in that hotel. It is sustainable only if that hotel employs efficient water systems, efficient energy systems. It is sustainable only then. So, like I said, for you, it might be a little more simplistic. But for the hotel, they have to do a whole lot of things. So, आप जैसे अपने कमरे में जाते हो, okay, you see that tray, which is the tea and coffee maker, right? Now, उसके साथ, if you see, those छोटे-छोटे packets of
Crackers and
biscuits,
all those nuts and all.
that's not sustainable. That's not sustainable. However, there are certain properties where you will find छोटे-छोटे glass containers, and they will have bits. They will have maybe biscuits, or they will have something which is मठरी होएगी, something local, है ना? या वो नमकीन हो सकती है, right? That is sustainable because first there's no plastic, and second, you use products which were made there only. You didn't have to import them all the way. So, for example, think about parle, ना, वो तो बॉम्बे से आ रहा है. So, अगर वो बॉम्बे से जयपुर आ रहा है, then not sustainable. बट अगर आपने बाहर ही जयपुर में देखा वेंडर्स क्या क्या बना रहे हैं, कितने तो मिलते हैं पिंक सिटी में, सो मेनी वेंडर्स,
Right,
वहां से
right,
अगर आप
right.
लेकर आए बिकॉज उन्होंने वहीं बनाया है, देन इट इज सस्टेनेबल.
सो इट्स लाइक हर एक छोटी छोटी जगह का जो एनवायरनमेंट है, जो स्ट्रक्चर है, जो लोग हैं, जो रिसोर्सेज हैं, उन्हीं को यूज किया जाए इन दोज रिजॉर्ट्स, इन दोज होटल्स, सो दैट व्हेन पीपल विजिट they're able to see the reality of that place, right? Okay. Okay. Wow. This is deep. This is like very deep, like, because then they will also flourish that way.
That's the whole idea. Sustainability means that when you flourish, the local community or the local environment around you flourishes. The people, the animals, the flora and fauna, everything flourishes. That's what is the meaning of sustainability.
Right. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, tell me, Aditi, about your current calling of the new startup and being an investor. So how is that going, and how did that happen?
So absolutely very new for me as well. Basically, I used to do V Resorts earlier. Then I sold off that company in 2020, and then I launched a new startup by the name of Weekends. I like the name V, very married to it. So that better. It's good luck. But so this is all about the thing that you just said: complexity but simplicity. Giving a rating to the customer to understand how good a hotel is on eco-friendly parameters. So if it is 8 on 10, it is pretty good. If it is 9 on 10, damn good. If it is 5 on 10, okay. So the customer has a very clear picture. उसको थोड़ा ना समझाना है कितना eco-friendly है. He just needs to see a number, right? And for the hotelier, however, it is complex because there are a whole lot of things that he has to do to be able to get that rating. So I'm putting it across a platform where customers will easily be able to find all eco-friendly properties, and hotels will be able to list on that platform and figure out what rating they have in terms of eco-friendliness. Because, as we progress and as we go on, you will see that this trend is becoming very, very strong.
I think this is very good because in a way, this is like promoting hotels also to stop using plastics, to start helping others who are like around their property. And so this is like
it's exactly meant to be that. It's exactly meant to push the hoteliers to adopt eco-friendly measures, because the customers will choose wisely based on that particular thing. And also not really depending upon the hotel to certify themselves, but a third party validation saying that, हाँ यार, अच्छा इनका सारा कुछ कर रहे हैं.
Eco-friendly, and they have this much rating, so people can judge, because it's very important to measure things. You won't know how eco-friendly. सिर्फ एक ही अगर वाटर प्लांट लगा है तो इको फ्रेंडली नहीं हो गया ना.
They say everybody say मैं बहुत इको फ्रेंडली हूँ. I say water very good यार, but आप क्या करते हो? अफ्लुएंस का क्या करते हो? वो क्या नाली से रिवर के अंदर चले जाते हैं, क्या करते हैं? अरे वो तो हम देखते नहीं. So balance, right? You can't just say eco-friendly क्योंकि मैंने पानी save कर लिया.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our idea of making it holistic, but at the same time not bothering the customer with it. He should not be bothered. उसको ये चाहिए कि अच्छा मैं जयपुर जा रहा हूँ तो यहाँ पे सबसे प्रिटी जगह कौन सी है, सबसे इको फ्रेंडली जगह कौन सी है. I should have enough options for him. That's my thinking.
That's amazing. That's really amazing. And Aditi, you've been helping a lot of women entrepreneurs also. What do you have to say about that?
I intend to do it better at it. No, so basically, during my whole journey of this, 8 odd years, I do believe that there are certain challenges that women do face. Challenges may not be the right word, basically because we are different, but the lens is the same, right? All investors look at either women or men in terms of entrepreneurship. They all look at us in the same lens. That perhaps is not the best way to do it. And so I do believe that I can encourage a lot of women. I can tell them about my journey. I can help them along the way. And I've also started investing some of my own money into some of these startups run by women or run on sustainability parameters. So just to give you an example, all the consumables that a hotel uses, right? From tissues, plastic garbage bags to kitchen towels, to cleaning agents, safai bhi to hum karte hain, and all these things can be very natural. They don't need to be, they can be all 100% biodegradable. So I've actually invested in a company just like that right now.
Okay.
And similarly, my themes are quite, clear. Either they have to be women-led businesses or they have to be sustainability-oriented businesses.
This is great. So you've got two parameters. Ya to sustainable ho jao, ya you have to be woman. And then you make women also sustainable, work in that environment.
Women is this, it's one of the SDGs, right? Gender equality is a big goal for the UN as well. And so I would definitely like to support it. Yes.
That's amazing. That's incredible, actually, Aditi, that you're doing your bit and you're actually, you walk the talk. What you are doing, you're like teaching others to do, and you are actually helping so many entrepreneurs to do the same. So this is amazing. This is great. You are actually an inspiration for so many, Aditi. So Aditi, tell me, if there is a budding entrepreneur, an amateur starting to maybe coming from being a professional and switching to this entrepreneurship, or absolutely a newcomer, what would be your piece of advice to them?
So, a whole lot of things, right? From being very clear and very sure about the problem that your product addresses. Okay. And like you said, people, just come up with an idea and say, chalo, isko try karke dekhte hain. So a lot of validation has to happen before you launch that idea. Okay. And for that, you can use a lot of different tools. The first is obviously just sit back, take a week and just Google as much as you can. Find companies that have done similar work, maybe not in this country, maybe outside. It's really good validation if. And the other great thing is that even if the product is not like yours, but you can find similarities, you can find, you can see, okay, maybe my product will be better than this because of these parameters. So it's very important to do your research, your secondary research. Then I say that, make a chota sa, like a MVP, we call it minimum viable product, but make a small beta version of your product and then launch it and see what people say. Look, these days, no matter how much money you spend on advertising, it is clearly the customer testimonials that win the game. Okay, it's all about So basically, you need to know that your customers, and you can test it on your family and friends. So once they give you enough feedback, that's the other great thing that you can do. You can tweak it and you can do all that. And then the third thing which I want to say is that, look, if you have to scale, then it has to have technology. On the other hand, if you're looking at just doing something small or maybe like we call them lifestyle businesses, which will plateau at a certain stage, maybe a new fashion brand or something like that, that's fine. But technology is very, very important these days if you have to scale. Without that, funding and all that is tough to get.
It's not possible. So the product has to be good. Like you said, you need to really do a good research on the product.
Yeah.
If similar kind of product is available in the market, outside country or inside country and take feedback. Just make a smaller version of your product, distribute and take feedback, and then according to the feedback, if any changes needed, do and then launch this thing. So that's like as a naked dream. A lot of people, they have this thing. They believe in their idea so much that they feel that a lot of people do that. Yeah. But it's very important to take feedback because you want to sell it to others. So that's the point. Right. Okay. So Aditi, what keeps you going on a bad day when things get stuck and nothing is working out?
Yeah, that's a good question because like everybody else, I have equal number of bad days. It's not as if, everything is always happy-go-lucky. Okay.
Mhm.
I guess you really have to just shake yourself out of it. What I do when I'm having a bad day is I shut shop. So I shut down everything and I decide कि आज नहीं अच्छा दिन है ना, तो let it go,
Mhm.
let it be.
Mhm.
Tomorrow we'll start afresh. So the
Mhm.
days that are not going well for me, I sort of just I do internal work or I just sort of cut off from this thing. I don't try and meet the goals that I have set out for that day. I just
Mhm.
shut shop and I decide that tomorrow we will, wake up with a new energy, basically.
Mhm.
That's what I do. It's the simplest way that I know of to get through a bad day.
That's simplest, but that's very deep. You just used a word, internal work. So what do you do in your internal work? Tell us, Aditi, please.
I actually do a whole lot of things. I'm very interested in pretty much everything that is to do with self work. So I'm just in fact in the middle of my master's practitioner for NLP.
Wow, you're practicing neuro-linguistic pathways. This is great.
Yeah,
That programming, if you learn now, it's like
exactly. It's quite mind blowing. Yeah, it's quite
is. It's
mind.
mind blowing. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is something which really helps. Meditation. I have done past life regression. I've actually pretty much done a lot of things. I've done
Okay.
I chant. I do all kinds of
Mhm.
things. So whatever calls out to you, I guess that particular day, whatever calls out to you, you just take
Okay.
a break and you just you do the best that you can for yourself and you let everything else be. आप बिल्कुल ही external world को cut off कर दो उस दिन के लिए.
Cut off.
And then
Yeah,
you
I
go
think.
back the next day with fresh energy, because if your own energy is not nice, how will you be able to get
How
energy?
would you be able to reflect that? Yeah, I think this is amazing because when we are connected internally, when we are internally strong, when our roots are, really, really deep, then only, we grow tall and we are able to do big things. So that's
Yeah.
internal
By the
connection.
way, yeah, I used to have these mad deadlines and stuff, right? And I now believe that जब होना होगा ना तो हो जाएगा. And
Yeah.
all you can keep doing is follow up. I think that's the power of follow up in India. It's very sad now,
Yeah.
by the way. In India, you really have to follow up for everything. So the power. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, one day if you take for yourself, nothing will happen.
Yeah, one day. Yes, yes. And in fact, that will make your next day better, I believe.
Yeah. But you can't take more than a day. That also I'm very clear about. I don't take the second day because then you
Yeah.
can keep wallowing and that goes even worse. So only one day, just that day.
Great. That's a great tip, Aditi. Thank you so much for sharing that. So my next question to you is, Aditi, how would you interpret the term lifestyle motivation in terms of responsible consumption?
Yeah, I really, this is where I don't really practice what I preach, yeah, honestly.
Mhm.
But yes, I mean, we all have to responsibly consume, otherwise the world is going, it's going to hell, basically. And so you can't do much. And so be careful about the electricity that you consume. I mean, small things can really go a long way. Start using sustainable things at home, reduce that, just don't use any plastic. Why do
Any
we need
single-use
plastic at home?
products.
घर पे तो नहीं
Yeah.
चाहिए हमें, like the foil and all, I have stopped using all that. ठीक है, फ्रिज में डालो, खराब होता है तो खराब होता है यार, कुछ नहीं कर सकते, but वो foil, plastic foil and all, वो सब मत use करो. And I mean, the 2-3 really polluting sectors are of course plastic, and then there's airfare, and then there's clothing and fashion, but and then there's food also. You can be vegetarian, but on these fronts I can very openly and clearly say I really feel at it. Yeah, so clothes, I can't help it. It's my weakness. and travel I have to do. क्या करूं मैं? यार Zoom पे कर लो. They're like नहीं नहीं आप आइए. Then क्या बोलोगे यार? You're like अच्छा यार फिर
No, but then आप जो eco-friendly इतने सारे hotels को आप listing दे रहे हो, then that is again going to this
हाँ, so I hope
sustainable
so.
consumption only.
But sustainable consumption is really about figuring out what you really need vis-a-vis what you impulse purchase or what you buy on a whim. And those are the things that you can really control. You are supposed to control. But like I said, food, clothing, and airfare, all three sectors may.
Okay, right. Okay. See, Aditi, I met you a few years back, and I know you're a fighter. I have seen you.
Yeah.
Tell me, how do you manage to work on your self-belief?
अरे वो तो बहुत पहले से था मेरे ख्याल से. I don't really have any, I mean, self-belief comes, yeah, when you do well in your career, and when people are telling you you're doing very well, then self-belief just happens, So self-belief is linked to success in some which way. And but ultimately I'll tell you why I have self-belief, because for me everything comes down to myself, and I feel that अगर बच्चे को अच्छा करना एग्जाम में तो वो भी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी मेरी है, अगर घर को अगर कुछ इम्प्रूवमेंट्स करने हैं तो वो भी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी मेरी. सो आई काइंड ऑफ टेक इट अपॉन माई सेल्फ. यू कुड who don't need to as well, but the self-belief comes from the fact that if I take it upon myself it will happen. So I have that very strong belief in self that I will make it happen, and it will happen if I take it on. If someone else is taking on, I don't know, it might happen, might not happen, but if I'm taking it on, it will happen. So that's the,
if it is to be, it is up to me.
Yeah,
okay, that's great. And you never have a moment of self-doubt?
हाँ होता है. I mean, again, like I said, वो होता है. फिर it's very, how do I say, this is very external actually, because circumstances make you self-doubt. किसी का IPO आ गया, you're like, oh shit यार मैंने तो IPO नहीं किया. I mean, it's all external. किसी ने
exactly, yeah. When you see others doing so many things, you feel you are left out. That FOMO thing.
It's basically that, because it's not as if somebody told you आपने IPO नहीं किया, आप millionaire नहीं बने, आपने island नहीं खरीदा. Nobody says that. But when you see it, then you're like, अरे यार मैंने वो नहीं किया. So that self-doubt is more, it's not really on myself, it's more on the circumstances, and then I sort of do things, again, internal work to sort of create those circumstances. So I think that self-belief actually doesn't shake. The environment shakes or the external things shakes, but the self-belief doesn't. I know that, I know I'll achieve what I set out to achieve. Let's put it that way.
So this is very beautiful. I know I'll achieve what I've set out to achieve. So this is self-belief.
नहीं है
beautiful.
I mean, although होना चाहिए, but नहीं है. होना चाहिए, but नहीं है somehow.
Okay, all right. So tell me, Aditi, your message to everybody who's watching this, all women entrepreneurs, all men, everybody, your inspirational message to everyone.
My favorite message for everyone: be selfish. Seriously, because only you can figure out what you want, only you can fulfill what you need, only you can achieve your own dreams. I mean, frankly, it's totally up to you. So you really have to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, then कैसे होगा यार?
Self-love is important. Yes, love thyself.
If you don't love yourself, then how will you have belief in yourself? If you don't have belief in yourself, how will you achieve? So that is the stepping stone, and the way to do it is to be selfish. Put yourself first.
Yeah, that in the plane they say, put your oxygen mask first and then help others.
Yes.
Okay. So
oxygen yourself first.
Yes. So love yourself first, so that you can do things for yourself, so that you're able to help others.
Yeah.
Self first, right? Beautiful. That's an amazing message. That's a lovely message. And I think when people follow this, they would achieve great things in their life.
Yes, being selfish doesn't mean being self-centered. They are two different things.
Yeah.
So being selfish is taking time out for yourself, doing whatever it takes to make yourself happy. but it doesn't mean it that it comes at a cost to others. That मैं इसको you know मैं अपने बेटे को time नहीं दूंगी तो I'll be happy. वो होता नहीं है ऐसे. But you can say कि अभी नहीं, this is my time. When I am ready, I will call you. That's all right. So
we can say selfish in the context of self-love. Start acknowledging yourself. जैसे आप सब, what people do, especially women, they put others first. Children, spouse, parents, in-laws.
just put yourself first.
Put yourself first, and then also, of course, help everyone who's around you, whoever you can, in whichever way you can. That's there. So that was lovely, Aditi. Thank you so much for this conversation. This was so much fun and so inspiring.
And